Right now at 5, a high number of write-in candidates set up an unprecedented school board election tomorrow in La Crosse.
And La Crescent is receiving $19,000 to redevelop a laundromat.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozorowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. A Coon Valley man arrested on drug charges was sentenced in federal court today. 33-year-old Stanley Holte will spend 11 and a half years in prison and 5 years on supervised release. In June, Holte was charged with maintaining a drug house and conspiring to distribute methamphetamine and fentanyl. During their investigation, police say they found more than 5 pounds of meth and 31.3 grams of fentanyl. The state's charges were dropped after Holte was indicted in federal court in August.
As La Crosse voters head to the polls tomorrow, they'll be faced with an unusual conundrum. Only 2 names on the ballot for 3 open seats on the La Crosse School Board. Now voters are left with a tough decision of their own, how to fill 3 vacant seats with only 2 names in blank lines.
News 8 Now's Allison Fergut explains the intricacies of write-in voting and how neither registered candidate could come out ahead when the polls close tomorrow night. Allison.
Ken and Emily, this time last year, La Crosse voters had the opposite problem. Originally 9 registered candidates vying for 4 open seats, motivated after the district's plan to consolidate Logan and Central High Schools flopped with voters. After a crowded field last year, many were shocked at the low level of interest this year. But that didn't last for long. Following the deadline to make the ballot for school board, 7 new candidates came out of the woodwork, each spurred on by the district's consolidation plan and hopeful you'll write their name on that blank line Tuesday.
We've had contests before at federal level where there's been a number of registered write-ins, but for a local contest, I would say this is the first in quite a while.
Now it's anybody's guess who will come out on top when the election night dust finally settles. Just because Manka and Alberts are the only official names on the ballot doesn't mean they're guaranteed their spots on the school board. With write-in candidates outnumbering them and actively campaigning for your vote, it's possible they could win all 3 seats. If you want to learn more about the 7 write-in candidates, we have extended interviews with them posted on the elections page of our website, news8000.com. Ken and Emily?
Thank you, Allison.
Coming up at 6, we'll explain how the write-in votes will impact election workers and why we won't know who won until a week after that election.
Voters in the DeSoto Area School District also have an important question to answer tomorrow. Will their district get an extra $1.2 million per year above its revenue limit for the next 4 years? The referendum is one of many that districts across the area will be asking for, and it comes as a pivotal time not just for the school board, but for parents. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has the details.
As voters in DeSoto head to the polls tomorrow, they'll decide if the DeSoto area schools gets a $1.2 million referendum per year for the next 4 years to help maintain existing programming. This is the first time since 2003 an operational referendum is on the ballot. It follows a difficult year for the district and parents.
I know there's some things that are going on right now, and we'll hopefully get it all straightened out.
It's a simple yes or no question. Shall the DeSoto Area School District be authorized to exceed its revenue limit by $1.2 million per year over the next 4 years? Unfortunately, it's not a simple answer. Dean Peterson doesn't like the tax bill that comes with it.
I don't really think it's going to go through because that's going to be a lot of taxes. The taxes are going to raise quite a bit, I think, with that. I think if they could lower that or figure out another way to fix the problem they have.
The referendum comes as enrollment declines, inflation increases, and state aid has stagnated. Back in February, the district faced off with parents after voting not to renew Stoddard Elementary School Principal Derek Folseng's employment contract. Shortly afterward, Superintendent Lindsay Groning announced her retirement. Despite the difficult press the district's received in the last few months, Carrie Brudos is confident voting for the referendum.
I'm very confident in my vote tomorrow, and I know how I'm going to vote. I trust the school knows what they're doing, and they'll make the right decisions.
According to Superintendent Lindsey Groning, if the referendum fails, we'll have to look at expenditures, prioritize state and federal mandates, and look at whether to replace staff and cut programs. In Stoddard, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now.
Okay, thank you, Jeremy. Well, the new month definitely brought some April showers, and no April Fool and you also brought some snow as well. Let's send it over to Greg to see how long we should be expecting this snow, this surprise snow.
We still got snow coming yet. It's not done yet, and we got this system that's going to be producing long snow, some wind coming, especially as you go further into Wednesday. But for this evening, it's just mainly wet conditions here for La Crosse and somewhat less for Eau Claire. As we look outside right now, you can see that next several hours, we're looking at temperatures falling back into the upper 30s with a light rainfall there for La Crosse. Less in the way of rainfall up towards Eau Claire. A lot of it's just staying just to the south. Temperatures in the upper 30s near 40 with that light east wind. Not expecting any really issue road-wise, but you can see radar seeing that transition to snow in certain summer areas. Occasionally you'll see that, but temperatures still holding above freezing. So road surfaces mainly are wet. We zoom in, there's kind of that rain line just to the south of Eau Claire. So areas up to the north aren't seeing that. As you go further south, there's some pockets of snow here and there, but overall still light rain for most areas. To give you an idea, there's Tomah. You can see some light snow that has accumulated on grassy areas. You'll see that occasionally, but overall with a 34-degree temp and light snow, you're not going to see any road impacts throughout the night. And overall throughout the night, we're going to see a little bit of a break, and then we'll see it begin to expand as we go throughout the morning hours. So we'll see more rain and snow, but temperatures predominantly staying above freezing regardless of the snow. So we're still expecting a wet morning commute, but then I'll kind of break down what Tuesday night and Wednesday looks like. What that involves more snow and also a lot more wind coming Wednesday.
All right, what week indeed. Thanks, Craig. 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 13 boys will become victims of child abuse. That's according to the Family and Children's Center of La Crosse. FCC now hopes to bring awareness during this Child Abuse Prevention Month. Today, staff and area children placed blue silhouettes of children on all properties of FCC. The president of the organization says there are a number of ways the public can help in the fight against child abuse. First, if you see something, say something. It will help reduce current harms of the child and prevent future ones from happening. Changing the stigma behind parental pressures can also have an impact.
Certainly changing social norms about how we look at parenting and reducing the shame that some parents feel when they're feeling like inadequate parents. So we can reduce that so it'll allow them to get more help that they need.
UDIC says supporting economic and educational programs for parents facing hardships can bring stability to their parenting skills.
La Crescent is receiving around $19,000 in state grants, all to redevelop a laundromat. The grants come from the Minnesota Department of Employment and Economic Development's land redevelopment funding. The project will redevelop a site historically used as a dry cleaner and laundromat and turn it into a mixed-use commercial and residential building. The project is estimated to create 10 jobs and increase the tax base by more than $14,000.
A Viroqua businessman is announcing his candidacy for Wisconsin's 96th Assembly District. Following the signing of new district maps by Governor Evers, the 96th now includes Vernon County and parts of southern La Crosse County. Campbell currently owns Campbell Family Homes, which provides residential services to people with varying levels of disabilities. He serves on the Sign Design Review Board for the City of Viroqua and the Viroqua Chamber of Commerce. He joins incumbent Lauren Oldenburg, the current 96th Assemblyman, a Republican, and also in the race, former La Crosse County Board Chair Tara Johnson, who is running as a Democrat.
Crews are continuing to clean up debris left from the Baltimore Bridge collapse.
Crews hoping to clear the channel for all ships in the
Get an 11% rebate on Minwax products from Menards. Protect your projects with a top coat finish. Fast-drying polyurethane provides long-lasting protection for all types of wood surfaces. A quart is on sale for $14.48 plus 11% rebate. Minwax polyacrylic is a fast-drying, water-based protective wood finish that adds beauty to woodwork, furniture, doors, and cabinets. A quart is on sale for $20.78 plus 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Has your pet been diagnosed with a luxating patella or floating kneecap? Forget the inconvenience of travel and expense to a university. Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics in Holmen specializes in using both tibial tuberosity transpositions and block trochleoplasties to safely repair your pet's injury. Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics today.
Luther High School is a powerhouse in culture and fulfilling the needs of each student. We recognize the future needs of all students, whether it's a four-year college, trades, or a trade school. Our on-site industrial arts program offers advanced welding, advanced woodworking programs, and our Industry 4.0 classes allow stackable credits at technical colleges throughout Wisconsin. Luther High School, Christ-centered, encouraging and preparing students for life. Schedule your tour today. Go to lutherhigh.org.
Here at the Y, we offer more than just a job. We offer the chance to make a difference in a fun, flexible environment where our mission and core values drive every decision we make. Join us in this amazing work. For specific positions and details, visit our website. Here at the Y, we offer more than just a job. Experience the personal satisfaction that comes from nurturing the potential of youth and teens, improving our community's health and well-being, and providing support to our neighbors. Join us in this amazing work.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Crews are working around the clock to cut up the remains of the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore and haul it away.
Well, the Army Corps of Engineers says this is the most important project they're working on, not only for Maryland residents, but the country as a whole. Skylar Henry has more details from our nation's capital.
Coast Guard teams dropped buoys in the Patapsco River as part of a new alternate ship channel for some smaller boats.
I anticipate, smaller draft commercial vessels, maybe some small tugs in the next few days. That's that 13 to 14 foot draft, but unfortunately, that's not a lot of vessels, but it certainly is a start.
Welders are cutting away pieces of the collapsed bridge in an effort to clear out debris and fully reopen the channel for all ships. Crews also need to remove debris to reach the bodies of 4 construction workers who are presumed dead. Maryland State Police believe they have found missing vehicles underwater.
It is a mangled, cantilevered mess, and there are areas where they want to be able to search, and there could be potential spots where there are vehicles and possibly maybe the human remains.
The White House announced Monday President Biden will visit Baltimore Friday to see the wreckage and meet with state and local leaders.
President Biden and his team are working with Governor Moore, the congressional delegation, Mayor Scott, and numerous state and local officials to reopen the port, rebuild the bridge, and support the people of Baltimore.
State officials say they expect help from the federal government to rebuild the bridge.
We're going to have continued conversation with the state of Maryland to get a sense of how much this is going to cost, and we have said we're going to certainly continuing to talk to Congress to get some assistance here.
The Port of Baltimore is one of the busiest in the nation, and as long as it remains closed, the impact will be felt across the country. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Baltimore is the busiest port in the country for importing and exporting vehicles, including farm equipment.
Well, more information is coming out about AT&T's data breach.
The company says more than 70 million customers are affected by the leak.
And we definitely have rain and snow in your forecast, but we also have some wind that's definitely going to be the main factor going into Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll time out when we might see more snow and the accumulation and how strong those winds will be coming come Wednesday. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
There's been a lot of interest these days.
Savers, it's your turn. Let us pique your interest at Park Bank with 4.89 APY on one-year CDs.
Interested? Contact us at Park Bank. Member FDIC.
Toma Health Warrens Clinic provides convenient care for minor illnesses and injuries. We offer same-day and next-day appointments, mostly for urgent care, non-life-threatening conditions, things like colds, coughs, urine infections, sore throat, ear infections. The staff are completely awesome. We are a small group, and so we're very much a family, and we hope that when people come, they feel that same environment as well. Toma Health Warren's Clinic offers convenient quality care when you need it most.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy in the La Crosse area.
When you're talking to someone and you call someone at Olson Solar, it's not someone in Utah, it's not someone in California, it is someone local right here. By doing that, we control the entire process. So we control the project management, we control the design, we control the installation, the electric, the hookup, permitting, and that really sets us apart.
Stop into our location near you or give us a call and ask us about our Earth Day promo.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
I've been with US Cellular for years now, and I think I'm their biggest fan. So they asked me to tell you about their special customer event, US Days. US Days means exclusive deals just for us customers, like up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone. So I said, if I'm gonna be on TV, do you think I can get hair and makeup? And I even got a manicure too.
Introducing US Days at US Cellular. Exclusive offers just for our customers. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Park Bank is working in your best interest, and we have something interesting for you.
There's a lot of interest in our money market accounts at 2.42% APY.
Interested? Contact us at Park Bank, member FDIC.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
AT&T says it's investigating a huge data breach involving personal information from more than 70 million customers.
AT&T says this massive breach impacted both current and former customers and was uncovered when their private data started appearing on the dark web about 2 weeks ago. The leaked data comes from about 7.6 million current account holders and more than 65 million former ones. What was stolen varies from person to person. The company says it could include social security numbers, full names, email and mailing addresses, birth dates, and AT&T account details. Most of that data is from 2019 or earlier.
Now, the telecom giant said it already reset current users' passcodes and is reaching out to those with compromised information. AT&T is also warning customers to keep track of their account activity and credit reports. So far, no word on who's behind it. About a year ago, AT&T suffered another breach through a third-party vendor that compromised millions of customers.
Google is set to delete billions of user browsing records to settle a $5 billion privacy lawsuit. The tech giant will also switch off third-party trackers by default and notify users when their data is being collected. In the past, Google used third-party cookies to collect user data, even when users were on non-Google sites. The 2020 lawsuit centered on Google's incognito mode. Plaintiffs accused Google of collecting millions of users' data without their knowledge while they were using incognito mode. Google says the data, if it collected, was technical in nature, was never associated with any individual, and was never used for any form of personalization.
Kind of a par for the course start to the month of April. Plenty of showers, a little bit of snowfall mixed in there.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
it's going to be a wet one this week as we progress. Let's get the latest from Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, we definitely have a wet start to the week. It looks better towards the end in the weekend, but definitely we're going to see rain and snow. In some cases, accumulation snow, especially further east to go. But for tonight, just some light rain through tomorrow, really on and off. It'll be accumulation pretty minor, but still some slush accumulation is possible. Really, the time frame we're looking at is Tuesday night through Wednesday. That, along with the snowy conditions, the winds will definitely pick up. So we have some potential impacts. It just depends on timing, the track of the system, and temperatures at that time. But for For tonight, just on and off light rain. It will probably see a little bit of a low on the activity once we get close to 10. But after midnight, we're going to start seeing it begin to expand once again. Light rain, some light mix, temperature still above freezing for most areas. So roadways should be just mainly wet. Even if we start seeing that snow begin to expand across some of the areas towards tomorrow morning, you're still going to see temperatures right about freezing or above. So just a light snow. So accumulations wouldn't be expected on the road. So wet morning commute for some. If you go further north, not as much precipitation with this, but we'll start seeing this expand a little bit over the night. And then tomorrow really looks like a widespread area of just snow, light snow showers, snow, or even just snow rain mix in this case. But temperatures, as you notice, still above freezing. So snow accumulation would be on grassy areas, if any at all. Then as we go throughout the day, the focus really shifts towards southern Wisconsin and east of La Crosse, where the accumulation could keep occurring during the afternoon hours, but temperatures still in the mid to upper 30s, so roads will not be a problem with this. It's really once we go through tomorrow evening, we'll start seeing the back edge approach Winona. Areas to the east will start picking up winds, and this is starting to be the time frame Tuesday night into Wednesday we'll have to keep an eye on for road issues. But for right now, through at least Tuesday evening, it still looks wet, but it could be snowy off and on, and accumulations possible on grassy areas, along with the wind becoming a bigger factor as we go into Tuesday evening. Snow amounts really less than 1 inch in a lot of areas, as you saw in the Tomah, as I showed you earlier on the Tomah by Interstate 9094. But overall, we're seeing about 1, maybe 1 to 2 further east and south you go on. This is grassy areas, at least through Tuesday. Don't expect any road issues through this time. As we go throughout the next Tuesday into Wednesday, this low actually begins to push back to the west, so we're going to start seeing winds begin to increase. That's going to bring another batch of snow come through Tuesday into Wednesday. So Tuesday morning is going to be Wednesday morning we're going to keep an eye on, and maybe Wednesday towards the afternoon. But the winds will be the story. By the time we get to Wednesday evening, snow pretty much has pushed off to the east, so all the precipitation should be done as we get towards Wednesday night. But overall, it's going to be the wind, it's going to be the story. Right now, winter weather watches out to the west. That's because they could see heavier accumulation. We'll see if we get any winter weather advisories early on. But the one thing to notice is these winds too. As we go into Wednesday, we're looking at sustained 25 to 30, potentially even higher gusts above 40 to 45. We'll probably have some wind headlines as we go into Wednesday with that north wind, so stay tuned for more updates on that. But for tonight, on and off light snow or light rain, depending on location. More as you go further south, less north. Temperatures mainly above freezing. Tomorrow, temperatures struggling to get to 40 in all the areas. That light rain, light snow will continue off and on. Expect just wet roads with maybe some grassy areas getting some accumulation throughout the day. And then as we go to the 8-day forecast, you can see temperatures getting back up to 52 with the winds a little bit. We will approach the 60 mark this weekend, and it's a little bit unsettled going into next week. But the temperatures, as you notice, will climb back up into the 60s. We should be about 54 this time. So stay tuned. Tuesday night into Wednesday morning's an issue we'll have to keep an eye on, and then Wednesday with the wind too will be an issue too. So yeah, it's a wet, cold start to April, but you know, we need the moisture, so it's still good.
All right, we just have to get through these next
Just
few
get
days,
through it.
and the sun will be out.
Yes.
Thanks, Greg.
When we come back, these racers have the need for speed.
And a plastic tricycle is their vehicle of choice.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Enjoy one of our tasty bagel sandwiches paired with a caramel frappe.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're ready to work in the yard, tackle a project, or enjoy family time, we get you the right products at the right prices. Right now, Rewards members get a free $10 gift card with $100 spent on Estate lawn fertilizer, like Estate Crabgrass Preventer, $32.99. 20% off select Fiskars garden and hand tools, and 35-pound bags of Blaine's Golden Harvest bird food, just $12.99. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Are your toilets in need of an upgrade? Not only can older toilets be uncomfortable, they can also clog more and increase your utility bills. At Maxwell White, we offer professionally trusted Kohler toilets. Our popular best-selling toilet is the Kohler Highline, available in various heights to provide ultimate accessibility and ease of use. Don't wait. Start enjoying the exceptional power, innovation, and water-saving sustainability of a new Kohler toilet. Trust the toilet experts at Maxwell White. Plumbing done right. Call today.
A woman is someone who gets mad at you for something you did 3 years ago. A woman Someone who makes you check every door and lock in the house after she just checked every door and lock in the house. And here's something. Honey, the only person who wants to kill you is already in the house.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the limited time triple pet pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Giant, classic, and mini cup pepperoni? Now that is an expression.
Order the triple pep today.
Expect more from local politics this election year. Go to news8000.com/elections to hear from the candidates themselves. Complete and fair. News 8 Now. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Get creative with a costume, grab a plastic tricycle, and race down one of San Francisco's curviest streets.
Sounds like a great idea, right?
Oh, yeah.
For these dressed up daredevils, it's a must-do derby. The annual Bring Your Own Big Wheel event has only one rule. The wheels must be plastic. Some participants modify their vehicle of choice and take their souped-up wheels for a spin.
The rush you get from flying down that hill and people cheering you on is fantastic.
It feels much faster than it looks, so it's incredible to be down there and feel like you're going very, very fast.
I haven't broken anything that won't heal yet, except the tutu.
Spectators lined the 700-foot stretch of Vermont Street, which was padded with bales of hay to cushion some of those tighter turns.
How did they come up with these ideas?
It's a heck of an idea.
I know, very creative one. We'll have another look at tonight's forecast after the break.
Bygoff and Rohde had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
How will you reward yourself with the benefits you'll get from Riverbank's Rewards Checking? A morning pick-me-up, a leisurely round, a special dinner, or an evening pause. This checking account comes with 3.04 annual percentage yield. There's also a refund for foreign ATM transaction fees. Stop in to one of the convenient locations or visit online to learn more about Riverbank's Rewards Checking. Riverbank, local banking made simple. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Join today's shoppers as they explore Sweet Valley Artisans.
There's so many good things here. How do you pick just one?
You don't.
I've been looking for something to hang in my garage. What about this? Or this?
Vintage clothing and accessories? Let's check it out. Have you found anything yet? Yeah?
I'm getting hungry just looking at this.
I know what you mean.
Stop in and find your treasure today.
Save now during the Refresher Space Spring Sale at Carpets to Go. Now until April 30th, you can save on beautiful carpet, exquisite hardwoods, laminate, and tile. Plus, at Carpets to Go, you can get free estimates, design, and 6 months financing. Save now through April 30th during the Refresher Space Spring Sale at Carpets to Go. Whatever you want on your floor, Carpets to Go in Onalaska.
At Batteries Plus, we know off is not an option. Off means you're late for work or miss a call. Life's busy, you're busy, you need to be on the road, on the water, on the call, or just ready to play on. Batteries Plus has batteries, phone repair, key remote services, and lighting solutions you can rely on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
Bygoff and Rohde. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
All right, tonight, light rain or light snow, mainly south of Eau Claire, but still, we'll probably see a little bit of a break and maybe picking up towards the morning commute. Should already be in wet roads, given the temperatures will be above freezing. But then as we go until tomorrow, snow gets more possibility going Tuesday into Wednesday, including the wind.
All right. Thanks for joining us at 5.
We'll see you at 6.